you think a top level moto dude could do a World Cup?
I met a Gypsy.
Yeah, because you and Court were like flipping houses for a bit there, right?
Yeah, Court was. Yeah, that was her deal. But then with Steve, obviously I have a lot of guidance with him too. Like he's one of the best ones to be represented by. He's just got so much experience and so much knowledge and stuff. So I always latch on. And there's times where I can do it more, depending on the time of the year.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I'm retired, like I don't know what I want to stay an athlete. Like I feel like that's my thing. Like whether that's going the mountain bike route or something along those lines, like doing some competition and stuff. So I don't know what I'll do on the business side of things when I'm retired. See what kind of doors open.
What kind of mountain biking would you do?
Probably enduro, and obviously World Cup always is cool to watch. But like I need to get some seat time first. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying I'm just gonna show up and go to the World Cup and whatnot, but there's a lot to be learned and whatnot. But I think it does cross over from dirt bikes to, you can see a lot of the downhill guys ride moto too. So it's just kind of a natural crossover. So it'd be just cool to invest more time into it. But I also just like jumping my bike and messing around and riding through the streets and jumping stairs and kind of like what we did today. Like I just like going down good trails and having some flowy jumps and stuff like that.
We were talking about it like a couple of days ago, being like, do you think a top level moto dude could do a World Cup? You reckon?
So. Mm-hmm.
How long do you reckon it'd take you to train for one and get?
Well, the first part is I've never even really ridden a full downhill bike. There's definitely, I need to go to some good spots and plan some trips for sure. But no, I
don't doubt it.
Like, yeah, and I'm not taking anything away from the downhill guys. I'm not just saying like we can go win. But like I think going from moto to mountain bike is probably maybe a little easier than the other way around,
for
right?
Sure. Way less variables.
Yeah, and it just depends on where you're at with your capabilities. Like I love riding mountain bikes and doing, riding some sick trails and enduro and some steep stuff and techie stuff, So I think if you kind of have a love for that, or if you like that, then it'll come easier to you for learning to, because in the end it's seed time, and if you want to figure it out, you'll find a way.
Yeah, so you could see yourself actually trying to do that.
I think so. Yeah,
I would love to see someone try and do that.
Yeah.
You've already have a bike sponsor.
Yeah, no, that's right. I'm locked in with that.
You could just roll.
We got the energy drink. I got Fox. Like I got everything lined up right now to actually go that route.
Just like straight up.
No, but I don't know. Like it'd be something fun, and if that even goes down that route, I don't know. But I would love to invest more time and go to bike parks and, like really get after it.
I said,
honestly though, I haven't snowboarded in forever. We were talking about earlier what I would like to do besides riding, and I used to always go on winter vacations with friends and we go snowboarding and stuff. It's just been a long time. It's probably been about 10 years since I've gone. But I love snowboarding, and I'm definitely going to go on some winter trips.
Where was the best place you'd been?
Most of the time was just when I was still in Europe. Like we'd go to Austria, like they're just massive mountains, and it's not comparable. Like I've only really been to Big Bear and Mammoth here, but it's just not comparable to that.
I know, it's just like a completely different animal, like just massive.
And you can go from resort to resort. Like so many mountains are connected that you literally never ride the same slope,
How much time you reckon you'll spend in Europe? Like, are you pretty established here?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You don't think you'll ever move back to Europe?
No. I would never. I mean, I miss my friends, my food. Like, I'll make frequent trips and whatnot, but they might mess with me for saying that, but I feel more American than I do anything else, to be honest.
That's
crazy. I just had my entire adult life here, Like, I came over, I was really young. I had my first, like, actual house that I bought. I got my driver's license here, and just, like, the entire between 17 to 20 some, I never even really went back, so I don't feel one bit. It almost feels foreign going there a little bit, not gonna lie.
Is it hard to speak German still?
It's a little bit easier now just because I speak it more
with
often.
Griff?
I stopped talking German with Griff, actually. In the very beginning, I wanted to, and I always did. But then, like, you're a first-time dad, and then they start because we didn't have, it was COVID too, so we had nobody around that spoke German. And me and Court speak English, I'm always around speaking English. And then once he actually understood a few things and he could kind of start to communicate, which was super cool, then I just I wanted to communicate with him, we're doing this for the first time. And once he was able to kind of talk, I'm just we're probably never really going to spend that much time in Germany. Of course, it'd be sweet if he could speak German. He definitely shows interest at time. And he knows a bunch of it, and I think if I just refresh his mind on some of the colors and stuff, maybe down the road it'll be a little bit easier. It'd probably be almost easier now.
Maybe, because he just has a bit more grasp of what language is.
Yep.
Yeah.
And actually, when I say it in German and then translate it in English, and he actually knows, that's what that is. You know what I mean? He can actually associate the word with something.
That's so interesting because I definitely want our kids to speak Russian. Just because I think it's that's the most useless fucking language in the world.
Dude, I had to take it in school.
Did you?
Fuck, yeah.
No way,
So I wanted, I did English, French, Russian. Russian was mandatory at one point.
No shit.
Swear to you.
That's
and then
crazy.
we wanted to, I think maybe 8th grade or 7th grade. It was about, you could kind of pick for one, for an hour, you could pick whatever language or whatever you wanted to do, right? And I wanted to do French because I'm might as well do French. I'm around France and whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't want to do Russian by any means because I'm never going to use it. But then we weren't enough kids to actually make
the French class.
Make the class. So then we all ended up doing Russian.
No shit. Yeah, useless language.
Yeah, nothing stuck to.
Where you grew up, was that East or West Germany?
East.
Yeah, that's probably why.
That's why we're proud East Germany.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you remember
any
school of that shit?
No, that was before my time.
It was before, yeah. Mm-hmm. But I feel like there's a hangover that happens in those countries.
Dude, we might be going back to East and West Germany here.
Really?
I don't know. I just know that the economy and politics are all so backwards over there. It's not the same anymore than when I was there. That's for sure.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Even just East and West Germany is wild. How it was literally just half the country, half was American influence, half was a Russian influence. Yeah. But that's probably why growing up in East Germany, they still had that. But even my wife's mum, she grew up in the Soviet Union. And it's just her mentality and the way of thinking is just so old school Soviet Union.
And that's honestly how East Germany is. It was definitely the more old school way, right? We still, it's just back to my roots. That's why I always feel comfortable when I'm there because everything is still a little bit more normal, if that makes sense. And just a little bit more old school and just roots, more rooted. Yeah. That's why we always rode the old bikes back in the day too, right? The Simpson. You remember those videos back in the day that we did?
Oh, and you're on the
blue one, the two-stroke bike and stuff. So we always had a group, Tobina Kamong, that we always had a group of friends that we went, we all had our old motorcycles and everything, and just we were still how our dads were back in the day, So
that's so cool, eh? It's funny when you say you feel more American though. Even I think about when I moved here, I was 2010, so I would have been 22. And when I think about it now, I went back to Australia for 5 years, basically. So that's since I was 22, I'd spent 5 years in Australia. Mm-hmm. And it's man, most of my adult life as well. It's a weird, because you still feel Australian and you still feel that's where your friends are, your closest friends. But I almost feel more comfortable being here, and I feel there's more of a future here. Yeah, it's a very weird thing. And
you have your business, you have everything set up here now. It's just I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
It's not you're not proud of where you come from.
No, it has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, you're not that you don't love it, but it's just a strange association. And when you think about it, you're well, I've been here most of my life.
Yeah. No, it's and then I just I'm the most comfortable here, and there was definitely a time where it was worse because there were a few years where I didn't go back at all, and the first time I went back, it felt similar, but it was so different. And in the U.S., everything is a lot more widespread. So then we had a McDonald's right up the street from my house, basically, and I remembered it being kind of far, and it's dude, I can almost throw a rock. Everything just feels a lot closer than what you actually think it is. When I go to my friend's house, it's like right there, you know, but in my head, I'm like, man, I used to think it was farther, but maybe it's just being here for so long and everywhere you go to is a 30-minute drive and whatnot.
I was just saying the exact same thing the other day. I remember we grew up out of town, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And like as a kid, I used to want to pack a fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
to drive 20 minutes, you know.
Yeah, totally.
Just changes. You just finished watching a clip from the full 3-hour podcast. You're on our Clips channel. The full podcast live on the Gypsy Tales podcast channel. It's linked right here. Go over to that channel, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and make sure you never miss a full episode of the Gypsy Tales podcast. If you don't want to watch it on YouTube, you want to watch it on the go, you can also head to our iTunes or Spotify to get the full 3-hour podcast in audio format.
I met a gypsy.